Hello, everyone. Welcome to Catherine's ESL classroom. In today's lesson, we are going to do part 3 of the series talking about cause and effect. But this time, it'll be about safety scenes. We will have safety scenes and we will ask questions and we will think about cause and effect. Now, for those that did not see the original cause and effect part 1 or even part 2, what do we know about cause and effect? What does it mean? Well, it means it's a relationship between things or events. Since we are talking about safety, this would be a relationship between safety scenes or a relationship between events. So the cause, think of the red word, which is causing it, which is creating it. That would be our action. And then we have our effect. That would be our outcome. So that would be the noun. Okay, so we are going to look at the scene. We are going to ask questions. And then we are going to complete the sentence in a full form using the word because. So this way we will remember it and we will also become masters in learning about cause and effect. So let's have some fun. So what do you see in this picture? Okay, so we see safety scenes all the time. Okay, that's why we want to learn more about cause and effects and how safety is something we see all the time and we should know about. So in this picture, we will see a construction worker, right? You'll see him on the road while you're driving, and he'll say safety first, or you have to stop or slow down. Okay, so when we think about cause and effects, we have to think about why this construction worker is telling us to slow down. So that's why we have to think about cause and effects. What's causing the construction worker to do this? And how is it affecting us? So that's why we're learning this. So thank you again, everyone, for joining Miss Catherine's ESL classroom. And in today's lesson will be our part 3 series of learning cause and effect about safety scenes and asking questions. So of course, let's first know our vocabulary. So safety. When we're talking about vocabulary, we also really want to learn more about synonyms. What are synonyms? Does anyone remember? That's right. It's the same or a similar word. So what would be the same or similar word for safety? Protection or well-being. Cause. Do you remember a synonym or like word for the word cause? Action, because, source, origin, or beginning. What would be a same or similar word to effect? Happened, result, reaction, consequence, or outcome. How about scene? What would be a synonym to scene? A same or similar word. Location. Sight, not the eyesight, different spelling. Place, position, or spot. Think of X marks the spot. How did you do on these? Let's just go over them one more time just for fun and also to practice our pronunciation. So let's do it together. Safety, protection, or well-being. Cause, action, because, source, origin, or beginning. Effect, happened, result, reaction, consequence, or outcome. Scene, location. Sight, not the eyesight. Place, position, or spot. Great job on the vocabulary. So remember, think cause and effect. Cause or because is the red, it's the action. Effect is the outcome, the noun, the result. So why is the girl wearing a helmet? Okay, so what are the first things that we are supposed to be doing? That's right, asking questions. Okay, so right now we're just going to go over possibilities. We will have 3 possibilities. Why is the girl wearing a helmet? She likes helmets. She is riding a bike. Or she is going to bed. Okay, so remember, what is the first thing that we are supposed to be doing? That's right, asking questions. Why is the girl wearing a helmet? What is the second thing we do? Correct, we look at the scene, the event, okay? So look at the picture or look at the scene, and what do you see? Well, we know the girl is wearing a helmet. We see that maybe she's on a dirt road. She could be on a dirt road. There's a fence. There's some grass and maybe some trees or bushes. Is it daytime or is it nighttime? It's daytime. Why? Because the sky is blue, right? Okay. So what else should we be doing right now? Thinking about cause and effect. So what is the cause here? She is riding a bike. So what would be the effect? The girl is wearing a helmet. So how do we answer this question? Why is the girl wearing a helmet? We would say the girl is wearing a helmet because she is riding a bike. Okay, so she is riding a bike. That's the cause. And then the effect is the girl is wearing a helmet. Okay, so she has to wear a helmet so she could be safe on the bike or the bicycle. What would this be? Protection, safety. Remember, this is what we're doing, safety scenes. Good job. Why is the child using sunscreen? Let's look at the 3 possibilities. It is raining, it is sunny, or it is cloudy. So what's the first thing we do? Ask questions. Why is the child using sunscreen? Then what else do? We look at the scene, okay? We can go back to looking at the question, okay? We can look at the scene first and ask the question. But sometimes people, when we're looking at scenes, we think about the question immediately. Then we kind of look at the scene, but it's up to you. So what are we thinking about, right? We're asking questions, we're looking at a scene, and we're looking at the relationship between, right, the protection, the safety scene. So we have to think about cause and effect. So what's the cause? The cause is it is sunny. What would the effect be? The child is using sunscreen. Or we can ask the question, why is the child using sunscreen? So we're thinking about cause, the action, and the outcome, what's happened at the end, right? We have the cause, it is sunny. So what would be the protection? The child is using sunscreen, right? That would be our safety. So how do we answer the question completely using the word because? The child is using sunscreen because it is sunny, okay? You notice the cause is in red. That would be our action. And to help us out, we use because. And the effect would be green. The child is using sunscreen. So that would be our safety, our protection, to be safe, right? For our well-being. How did you do? It's getting a little easier? Yes. Now, what are we seeing here? We're looking at a scene and, right, we're supposed to ask questions. So let's go over it, right? Good. Why is the lifeguard happy? Well, the children are diving in the pool. Option number one. Option number two, it is hot. Or option number three, the children are following the pool safety rules. Now remember, what's the first thing we're supposed to be doing? What is the question? Why is the lifeguard happy? Then what is the scene? Give it away. So the reason why we ask the questions first, we have to look at the scene, then we have to ask the question. We already know that in the scene, the lifeguard is happy. The children are playing in the pool. It is a nice, bright day. So you still have to ask yourself, why is the lifeguard happy? So what do we think about? Cause and effect. Now, what is the cause? The children are following the pool safety rules. Now, who answered it is hot? You didn't ask the question. You have to pay attention to the question. Why is the lifeguard happy? The lifeguard wouldn't be happy because the children saying it's hot, doesn't make sense, right? You would think that's why the children are playing in the pool, but we're not talking about that. We are talking about why is the lifeguard happy? So we know the cause is the children are following the pool safety rules. So what would be the effect? The lifeguard is happy. Now we have to answer the question using the word because. The lifeguard is happy because the children are following the pool safety rules. Yes, you're getting it. Lots of repetition, I know. Remember, practice makes perfect. Why is the crossing guard sad? So let's look at the three possibilities. Number one, the boy is not wearing a helmet. Number two, the children are running. Number three, the children are smiling. Now, what is the first thing we have to do? Bingo. What is the question? Why is the crossing guard sad? Now, what is the second thing we do? Look at the scene. Now, does anyone know who the crossing guard is? That's right, the one who's holding the stop sign. Does the crossing guard look sad or happy? Absolutely, she looks sad. Okay, so what are we supposed to be thinking about? That's right, cause and effect. So what would the cause be? The boy is not wearing a helmet, right? Have to wear a helmet. Remember, this is about safety scenes, safety, protection, well-being. So now we know the cause is the boy is not wearing a helmet. So what would be the effect? That's right, the crossing guard is sad. Now we have to answer the question using because, thinking cause and effect. How do we do this? The crossing guard is sad because the boy is not wearing a helmet. How are you doing? Getting better? Yes. Why is the boy scared? Okay, so let's look at the three possibilities. Number one, he is scared of storms. Number two, he is scared of the fire truck siren. Number three, he is scared of spiders. Okay, so what is the first thing we have to be doing? Question, why is the boy scared? What's the second thing we have to do? Look at the scene, right? And what do we have to think about? Cause and effect. So what would the cause be? He is scared of the fire truck siren. Very scared of the siren. It's so loud, right? He's scared. He got frightened. All right. So what would the effect be? The boy is scared. So how would we answer this question? Using the word because. Think. The boy is scared because he is scared of the fire truck siren. So what's the cause? He is scared of the fire truck siren. Why? Because it's loud, so loud. Want to hear it again? That's scary, right? An emergency, right? Why do we have fire trucks? Why do they make the siren noise? Very loud siren noise. Because it's for our safety, right? We want all the cars to move on the side of the road. Everyone has to stop driving and move to the side. Everyone has to be alert. Okay, this is a safety scene. How do we protect ourselves? Well, we protect ourselves by moving on the side of the road so the fire truck can drive through and get to the fire, right? Good. All right, why is the firefighter wearing a mask? 3 options. Number 1, they are going trick or treating. Number 2, it is cold. Number 3, it helps him breathe. So what are we supposed to do? What do we ask ourselves first? Right, we ask our questions. Why is the firefighter wearing a mask? What's the second thing we do? We look at the scene, the event, the location, the site. Okay. What do we think about? What are we thinking here? We're thinking cause and effect because we're asking questions. We're looking at the scene. Okay. What would the cause be here? It helps him breathe. So what would the effect be? The firefighter is wearing a mask. Okay. So can't breathe, right? The safety here, the protection is what? The mask. How is it protecting him? It's helping him breathe, right? So now how do we answer the cause and effect question? The question is, why is the firefighter wearing a mask? The firefighter is wearing a mask because it helps him breathe. So think of the because is what we are safety protecting. Okay, this is our safety, this is our protection. The mask is the safety and the breathing is to protect us. Okay, so the mask is protecting us to breathe so we can safely breathe. How are you doing? Yes. How are you liking these safety scenes? Loving them, right? Think we did great here. What did you think? Can you think of any other safety scenes where there's cause and effect? What would cause something and what would we need to do to protect ourselves, to be safe and to have well-being? I'd love to hear from you. Just put it down in the comments and don't forget our thumbs up. We need you so much so you can learn and master your English. Until next time, bye.